नमस्कार। आप सभी लोग कुशलतापूर्वक अपने अपने घरों पे होंगे, तभी आपके परिवार में सभी जन सकुशल होंगे, स्वस्थ रूप से होंगे तथा आप लोग जो ये वैश्विक बीमारी कोविड-19 चल रही है, इसके प्रति बहुत सचेत, बहुत सेंसिटिव रहते हुए अपनों का तथा जो नीडी पर्सन्स हैं उनकी मदद भी कर रहे होंगे। साथ ही सभी सुरक्षा उपायों के का उपयोग भी कर रहे होंगे, ऐसी मेरी आशा है। तो जैसा कि कल हमने बात की थी प्लांट किंगडम में, इन विच वी हैव टॉक अबाउट द टेरिडोफाइट्स, राइट। देन देयर इज अनदर टॉपिक ऑफ दैट लेसन दैट इज नोन एज जिम्नोस्पर्म, right? If we can talk about the gymnosperm, especially the gymnosperm can explain the proper development of the plants. Means if we talk about that, this gymnos means naked, sperm means seeds, means the plant which have the naked seeds, they are known as the gymnosperm. Evenly we can say the plant in which the ovules are not encloses and the ovary wall are remain exposed both before the after fertilization, means before fertilization and after fertilization they are open one, so we can say they are categorized in the category of the gymnosperm. As we can say, these are the small groups of the seeds plants which can be represented by 900 living species on the earth surface. We can say as the bryophytes and the pteridophytes. In gymnosperm, male and female gametophyte do not have the independent free living existence, right? So we can say they can remain within the sporangia and retain on the sporophytes. इसमें जो gametes होते हैं वो independent नहीं होते हैं, जैसा कि bryophytes और pteridophytes में रहता है, right? So we have to talk about their habitat, means where these gymnosperm can be grown, right? What are their habitats? We can say the plants mostly found in colder parts of the northern hemisphere, where they form extensive forest, and a number of gymnosperm are known as the ornamentals. As you have seen, the cycas, ginkgo, twiga and araucaria, right? Araucaria, these are different structures. If we can talk about the morphology of this gymnosperm, right, means we can talk about the morphology, how they can be show their structures in that conditions, right? For that there are especially some specific type of characters, right? So we can say there are different structures and habitats. Even if we can say, if we talk about the morphology, the external structure of these trees, these plants, we can say generally gymnosperm includes the medium-sized trees, tall trees, and the shrubs. Means all kinds of plants can be found in this gymnospermic conditions. We can say the giant redwood tree, sequoia, is one of the tallest tree up to 100 meter, which belongs to this gymnosperm, right? Even we can say the species of the genitum and woody climbers, the smallest, that one. Even we can say the smallest gymnosperm is Zamia pygamia, Zamia pygamia, yeah, which reaches height 25 centimeters. Means the tallest gymnosperm you can say that is the sequoia tree, up to 100 meter. Evenly the smallest, that is up to 25 centimeter, right? And we can say gymnosperm live for more than 4,000 years. Means their life cycle is very long, their lifespan is very long, means they can be capable to survive up to 4,000 years. Example, you have seen the pine, pinus, redwood, you have known as sequoia tree. These are different structures. If we talk about the external features, means we have to talk about the some external feature under the morphology. We can say they can be distinguished in different category, right? If we talk about plant body, the body of these plants generally they have the taproot present for their anchorage, heavy plant of the soil. Only root in some genera have the fungal association, that is called mycorrhiza. Pinus में रहता है, लेकिन if we talk about the cycas, in that condition special type of roots called the coralloid roots are present in the cycas, right? which can be associated with the N2 cyanobacteria such as Anemia and Nostoc. Evenly we can say the stem are branched, right, and unbranched, especially in the cycas. If you have seen the structure of the cycas, they are unbranched, but the pinus and some others, they are the branched structures. In case of the cycas, the pinnate leaves are persist for few years, and the leaves in the gymnosperm are well adapted for the withstand extremes of the temperature, humidity, and wind, while in the conifers, the needle-like leaves reduce the surface area to withstand the extreme of the cold temperature and snowfall. Their thick cuticle and sunken stomata also help to reduce the water loss. Evenly, they have just type of structure so in that condition. So we can say these are very most important thing, right? So these are the very important for the different conditions. So we can say if we talk about the internal features of this plant, means basically the gymnospermic plants have the possess vascular bundles, vascular tissues, means xylem and phloem, they are arranged in vascular bundles. Vascular tissues means they can capable to conduct the consist of the tracheids, vessels in the genitum and relatives other plants also. Phloem have sheep cells but arranged in the row in the genitum. In different plants they can be arranged differently in different mechanisms. Evenly we can say if we can talk about their reproductions of these plants, what will happen? There will also be some changes are found over there, right? So we can say especially in these reproductions there's some structure can be found over there. We can say about the reproduction in these plants, especially there are cones in these plants for the reproduction in that conditions, right? Means if we can talk about such structures that the two kinds of spores are produced within the sporangia, means the sporangia contains two kinds of spores, right, and that are born on the sporophylls, which can are arranged spirally along as axis to the form compact, right, strobili or the cones. We can say they are produced in the different types of the sporangia called the microsporangia and microsporophylls, ovules and megasporangia respectively on the male structures, right? So we can say especially microsporangia or the microphylls and ovules or megasporangia found over there. We can say strobili, स्ट्रॉबेरी नहीं बेटा, ध्यान लगे स्ट्रोबिली, स्ट्रोबिली बियरिंग microsporangia are called microsporangiate and male strobili. Basically, if you can understand about this, especially that something will changes in that conditions, means we can say microsporangia is male strobili, and the other hand megasporophylls which can be capable to produce megasporangia, that is called macrosporangiate or the female strobili, right? It means that the microsporangiate which can be capable to develop into the male strobili, they are known as microsporangiate. But on the other hand, when we talk about the megasporophylls which can capable to develop ovule to form a megasporangia, right, which is also known as macrosporangiate or the female strobili, means in these conditions there can be shown such type of structures. You can say the plant may be monoecious. Monoecious means male and female can be born on the same tree, or sometimes they may be dioecious, means they can be developed on the different trees. Means as you can say, if we talk about the pinus, pinus is a monoecious because male and female part of the plant can be developed in the same tree. But on the other hand, cycas, it is a dioecious because the male and female can be developed on the different trees. This is the main conditions. If we talk about the pollen grains, right, how the pollen grains can be changed in that conditions. I think the students who are seen in the class, I have shown them those pollen grains of these cones, megasporangia as well as the microsporangia also in my lab also. So you can see, especially during this month before the March, you can see especially in the hilly areas there is some yellowish structure, yellowish dust can be seen around during the in the forest of the pinus. Why? Because of the pollen grains can be just found over there in that air condition. That's why it is become yellowish one. So we have to talk about the pollen grains. The microspore develop into a male gametophytic regions or generation in which the highly reduced and confined only a limited number of cells known as pollen grain. So we can say development of the pollen grain occur within the microsporangia. राइट, जो pollen grains होते हैं वो microsporangia के अंदर बनते हैं जो इस कंडीशन में इसकी हेल्प करते रहते हैं. अगर इफ वी कैन से द एविडेंसेस ऑफ दिस प्रोगैमिन जिम्नोस्पर्म्स दैट इज एटलीस्ट अबाउट 360 माया मिलियन ईयर्स एगो इसके मिले हैं. इसकी बात अगर हम सीधे सीधे बात करते हैं तो दैट इज कॉल्ड दी ओव्यूल. ओव्यूल्स मीन्स मेगास्पोर मदर सेल is differentiated from one of the cells in the nucleus which is protected by the envelope and composite structure called the ovule. The ovule are born on the megasporophylls which be are clustered together form a female cone in that condition. So we can say this is the main thing about that. So it is very different. If we can talk about the archigonia, what is that archigonia? We can say especially the megaspore mother cell thus undergoes the mitotic division forming 4 megaspores, out of which one is enclosed with the megasporangium nucleus and develop into the multicellular females gametophyte bearing 2 or more archigonia of the female sex organ. This way, on the other hand, the multicellular females gametophyte is also retained within the megasporangium. Right. Only we can say the fertilization will take place. How the fertilization can be take place in that particular conditions? Means there is a such conditions can be seen. You can just see here the megaspore which is the ovules, nucellus, ovules, micropyles. They can show such type of structures in them easily. So these are most important thing for that conditions. Means they can do the same functions or double fertilizations for the reproduction in that conditions. If we can talk about the fertilizations, how the fertilization can take place? The fertilization we can generally can occur with the help of anemophily, with the help of air current. Means the male gamete can be transferred from the male gamete with the help of this air. That we can say the male gamete are carried to the archigonia gamete in the ovule by means of the pollen tube called the pod, right? And it can be discharged their content near the mouth of the archigonia. This is called the siphonogamy. Means wherever this type of pollination will take place, that process is called the siphonogamy. Means whenever the male gametes can be transported with the help of airs and just move to that archigonia, and the pollen tube can be developed in that conditions that can be capable to develop such type of conditions, in which we have to talk about this one. So later on, if we can talk about how the seed can be developed in that conditions, that in that case you know that if it can talk about the development of seed, right, means especially seed are highly resistant structure which can be allow for the dominant phases in the life cycle within the poor environmental conditions. Mainly we can say embryo protected by a seed coat. It is a extra harder tissue derived from the sporophyte tissue in the ovule. Right? We can say enhance the protection from the drought, cold, heat, as well as protection against the pathogens and predators. And we can also say the external water only needed at germinations, initial food supply for the germinating plant in the enclosures. They have all such type of storage inside that one. So we can say that this is the most important thing about the germination. Right? We can say seed replaces spores as means to disperse can be enhanced means to from one place to another places, right? We can say especially on the basis of that, we can say seeds about the gymnosperm. The after the fertilization, zygote develop into the embryo, and the embryo uh, start to grow up. The ovule into seed, right? And the seed contain food latent tissue called the endosperm. As well as we can say it lies naked, exposed. Endosperm provides the nourishment and the growth of the seedling at the time of the seed germination, especially as you can see, especially into the some specific places. Means we can cycas, spinus, ginkgo. In all these plants, we can be seen them easily over there. So this is the main structures of the one. Then we have to talk about the different types of classifications of gymnosperm. Gymnosperm can be classified into different category also. So what are those categories? Especially there are 4 categories that we can say: cycod, cycads, conifers, and especially that is genitum. You can say generally Cycadopsida, Coniferopsida, and the Genitopsida. These are different categories of the. You can just see the structure of this male cone and female cone. You can just see these are the cones. These are the cones. You can see this is the female cone and this is the male cone. You can just see here, these are the very yellowish powdery substances. They are contain the pollen over here. So after with the help of air, when they can be reached over there and archegonia, and they can be just start fertilization and they will form that such type of structure in that conditions. To talk about the its 4 phylum, means about the its category. The phylum we can say Coniferata, conifers, cycads, ginkgo, and the genetophytes means genetia. So they can be also classified in different categories. So we have to just take a quick revision about this one, that how their structure is found in that condition. If we can talk about the conifers, right? They are generally monophyletic in group, right? We can say pines, shrubs, firs, and cedars, junipers. These are different examples. Generally, these all forests are evergreen. We can say generally their leaves are needle shape, right? Thick cuticle and stomata in pits. Generally, the stomata is in the inside it. So we can say their structure. Evenly, these plants can be 110 meters height, as coastal redwood and sequoia sempervirens, as we have told already. And if we can talk about the oldest trees, that is at least you have known Methuselah, that estimated 4,600 years old. This is the, you can say, plants which can be seen over there. Evenly we can say the softwood which can be seen their body. Even and the pines are representative groups, over 100 species native of northern hemisphere, typical thick bark. They have the secret resin on from their body responsible for wounding, right? Even differs from fungal and the infected attacks, and they can also show the source of the terpenes and the resins. Evenly it is a very useful for the life one. So we can say these are the different things which can be shown or excreted from over there with the help of. Under the structure you can see the life cycle of this, means how they can form a life cycle inside them. Means there's some asexual mode of reproduction also and the sexual mode of reproduction also seen over there. So haplodiplomatic can be generation life cycle can be seen over there. So this can be also talk about the male cone structure, right, which is generally clusters of 30 to 70 and they are usually tip of the lower branched, right, and we can say 1 to 4 centimeter long papery scales in the spirals or holes. We can say the pair of microsporangia sacs within such scales, right, and we can say microspore such is microsporangia from the haploid microspores, and the each microspore becomes 4-celled pollen grains, and pollen grains carried by the wind pair of the air sacs provided buoyancy. As well as we can say जनरली मेचर pollen grains हैव टू मिक्की माउस अपीयरेंस। जनरली जो आफ्टर जो कंप्लीट डेवलप कर जाता है pollen grains, उसको उसका अपीयरेंस थोड़ा सा चेंज हो। एंड इवनली इफ वी टॉक अबाउट वन क्लस्टर्स ऑफ द pollen cones कैन बी yield ओवर 1 मिलियन pollen grains। अगर हम एक क्लस्टर से pollen grain की बात करते हैं तो उसमें लगभग 1 मिलियन pollen grains हो सकते हैं। But we talk about the female cones, means we can generally typically upper branches and same tree with the pollen cones, right, larger than the pollen cones. Even we can say the female cone is larger in compared to the male cones. Evenly there the some woody structure also. The pair of ovules develop base of the each of the scales. We can say megasporangium called the new cells evident in each ovule, and new cells is the nutritive tissue surrounded by the integument, means outer covering is also known as that integument covering, right. Only we can say one layer of the integument later becomes seed coat। लास्ट में जो इंटीग्यूमेंट की लेयर होती है वो सीट कोट बना देती है। अगर हम बात करते हैं सिंगल मेगास्पोर मदर सेल ईच इन ईच मेगास्पोरेंजियम इट प्रोड्यूसेस 4 हैप्लॉइड मेगास्पोर and 3 breakdown, right, surviving the megaspores over 1 year. The female gametophyte within sometimes, right, and female gametophytes are 2 to 6 archegonia in that conditions. If we talk about the eggs, each archegonium has one large egg cell which can be visible only for the microscope, and due to this it can be capable to develop, right. And if we talk about the coniferous reproduction, they can be capable to show the scales of ovulate one open and pollen land near the macropyle caught by the sticky fluid, and evaporating fluid pulls pollen through the macropyle into the ovule, and the scale closes and female gametophyta not mature. The pollen grains germinate to form pollen tube and digest through the new cells, and it process known as pollination fusion of pollens. After that, the one of the 4 pollen grain cells, the generative cells and the vegetative cells, in which they can be divided. After that one, the mature male gametes is germinated pollen grains into the pollen tube and sperm. When the archegonium is reached, one sperm fertilizes egg cells, the zygote develop into the embryo within the seeds, and so on, as I have already told you. Means generally they can also capable to develop or structure that is called cotyledons. Means we can say the embryo, new embryo can has a rudimentary roots, several embryonic leaves, that is called the cotyledons. So this way the development of this can be occurs in the coniferous region. So we can say these are more. If we can talk about some other one, means we have to note, I am not going to take all the 4 types of the gymnosperms. The classification not in your subject, but I have just explained you one, right. But then there is another thing that is called the economic importance for that. So if we can talk about the economic importance, they are most important thing that are generally utilized by different ways, right. You can just write all these notes from here which I have given you over there. So if we can say the economic importance of the gymnosperm, we can say the pinus, they are used as, they can have the chilgoza, it is just like a dry fruits, right. So it is used as food after roasting. Sometimes edible gymnosperm plants are endosperm for the ginkgo, right. Evenly the gymnosperms provide soft wood for the construction and plywood and paper industry also, and the branches of gymnosperm trees are used as the fuels. We can say sawdust of the conifers used in the plastics and the linoleum. Evenly we can say resin is semi-fluid secreted by the special tube of the number of conifers. It helps in the sealing female cones after pollination, right, and scale leaves around the leaf bases. Apical buds resin distilled to obtain tarpin or resin dye, right. And we can say the turpentine is used for the thinning or paints, varnishes and so on. polishing, etc. and etc. Evenly we can say resin is used for the sealing the joints of wheel and preparations of the writing papers, oil, clothes, etc. Evenly we can talk that ephedrine are the antibiotics obtained from the ephedra, from the gymnosperm. So we can say it is most important utilizing plants in our surroundings found. Right? We can also say it is used for the curing respiratory problems and the asthma. Taxol in an anti-cancer drug obtained from the Texas. इवनली अगर आपने सुना होगा नैनीताल जिले में भवाली के पास एक सेनेटोरियम है, राइट, जहाँ पर ट्यूबरक्लोसिस का इलाज होता है। बेसिकली इसका मतलब कहीं ना कहीं जो ये रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम्स होती है वहाँ भी इसकी स्मेल, पाइनस की स्मेल, चीड़ की स्मेल बहुत बेनिफिशियल रहती है, जिसकी वजह से माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरक्लोसिस का जो बैक्टीरिया है वो किल हो जाता है। सो एस्थमेटिक डिजीज के लिए भी इसका बहुत ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंस रहती है। सो बॉयज, यू मस्ट प्रिपेयर योर नोट्स and write down and draw diagrams from NCERT book. Take the help of NCERT book for your making notes. So tomorrow we will take its last topic, that is angiosperm and the life cycles. Means we have to talk about the life cycles and the angiosperm in this chapter. So chapter will completed tomorrow. So students, make the social distance and learn the topic from a book for your study. Thank you.